day like this, I should have been putting on something patriotic and going crazy at this point. A day like this, I should have been wearing something like Kirk versus Spock or any other kind of patriotic shirt I would have for science fiction. But no, I am posting videos at this point over here. Because I am posting something that means something more than just basic symbolisms at this point over here. Democracy. Democracy has worked. Democracy has ruled. Democracy has stated by people's majority, by people's electoral votes, that they're tired of Donald J. Trump and his cronyism for the past 4 years. And there will be a lot of people angry about this. There will be a lot of people frustrated about this. As I watch CNN over the past hour, they're talking about this situation. And they have made the announcement within this hour that Pennsylvania had given Joe Biden and Kamala Harris the White House. And Trump has been filing left and right, saying the war is not over yet. He's what they consider a sore loser at this point. Yes, he is a sore loser because he just lost. He was hoping people would love him. And now he's understanding the sting of it all. Vanity and ego only goes so damn far until he gets his ass backstabbed. His actions did not help our country one damn bit. Those stimulus tax packages he had fed into his cronyisms out there. And then his sycophants started to leave him in droves when they started seeing their own races being endangered. Some of them actually got back into office actually when they dumped Trump. So now we're seeing what the GOP strategy is for the next 4, all the way through how many decades now. Biden came in office because he wanted to reunite the country. He still does. And he's got a long road ahead of him. The oldest president-elect. Older than Trump. But Trump is a senile fault. He's not going to do it. We got 273 votes for Biden, 213 for Trump, and Trump's still pissed off. Biden needed to win Pennsylvania. He won Pennsylvania. And Biden was telling everybody, it didn't matter who his supporters or non-supporters was. He was telling everybody, don't gloat. That's a sobering thing right there because you wanted to celebrate for the moment, and I did outside. Outside my apartment, I yelled and screamed. I raised my cane in victory. And I said yes, and I should have been thanking God more and more at this point over here. But I think God would be more ashamed of us right now as it is. Even God knows there's a hell of a lot of healing to be done. Momentary celebration may be needed, but he still needs to get all the credit. And I'm a fool and idiot not to give God all that credit. I also thank my ancestors and this country's ancestors who believed in democracy, who believed in the power of the vote, who wanted to demonstrate that autocratic authority, authoritative authority, will not work. We understood, at least the ones who voted for Biden, what socialism and capitalism and communism was supposed to be. America wasn't heading for that. But we've also got an uphill fight as it is through the House of Representatives, and not to mention through the Senate. The job is not over. There has to be healing in this country. We have to start building the foundations again to heal ourselves, because if we cannot do this, if we refuse to do this, We continued the same damn cycle, and we're going to get another guy like Trump back in office again. Or Trump may decide to double back and run again. And this time attack with fervent. Because he wants the power. He wants the ego. He wants the glory. He wants all of it. Because he refuses to be humiliated and humbled. He wants a war. He got himself a war. People voted otherwise. And now he can't stand the people. Because the people had turned against him. But there was a lot of them enough to say they still believed in the sycophant. The greatest sycophant of all. A damn cult leader. And I was afraid that this cult leader was going to get into office. I was so damn terrified. I was so damn sure he was going to get in office. I was afraid of seeing those numbers change like crazy. I was afraid to see hope and faith at work. I was afraid to see something positive and good coming out of this damn thing. Because we're still in a miserable mess. Besides being divided here, we're still dealing with a damn pandemic. We're still dealing with an economic collapse. We're still dealing with people who are not willing enough to take care of themselves regarding masks and stuff. We're seeing an uprise in the COVID-19. But we're also seeing the hatred in each other's eyes. We're seeing the anger and frustration and rage. We're seeing our own ugly dark sides being more and more prominent. And that's why Joe had to come out of retirement to get his ass into office to tell us we have got to change for the better, because if we don't change for the better, our ass is grass, and he knows it. And he got someone stronger who would prop him up every time he would need help. And Kamala will step in. She will. She had other ideas, but she knows she could do the job if need be. She knows it, but she will support Biden. She may fight him every tooth and nail, but she will support him. But she didn't attack Biden personally, like Trump did all the damn time. Conspiracy theories left and right. It didn't help much. It didn't help any. This will still be a somber Christmas for me. A deflated Christmas. This will be a time where we have to have reflection. This has to be the time of great thinking. This has to be the time of stepping back from the abyss that we already crossed and coming into a new light. We either come across boldly or not at all. Either we come across this as Americans or we don't at all. And this is addressed to everybody who has a piece of America inside their heart. They would consider people being Americans because they would be citizens of America. I say otherwise. I say otherwise. If you have a piece of America in your heart and your soul and your mind, if you have a piece of what our country represents and is supposed to be, then to me you already are an American. We were looked on as a powerful superpower at one time, an empire of our own making. Even empires can crumble. History shows that. That people who scramble for more and more power because they are addicted to it is the most dark, elusive, attractive force with lies, deceptions, deceits, that you crave more and more of this energy and to rule everybody. It's like one rule of Sauron. Not today. Sauron is dead and the ring has been broken. We either come together or we don't do it at all. Either we are Americans, and that is spelled capital A, M, E R I C A N. And an American, it's CAN. Just put it in there. We are the United States of America. Now we have to start acting like Americans. Right here, right now.